But anyway, just instilling that work ethic. And it's not that, it's just, you get nothing for nothing. You know what I mean? You put the work in, you get it. You see young fellas in there, and you can see young fellas that put the work in, you'd say, you know what, I'll match that.
Yeah.
You put a bit of time. See young fellas that just want to be there, they don't really want to be there, you just leave them off on the bag. Or, do you know what I mean? It's the same in work or life. Put the work in, and people put work into you.
Well, there's one of the famous coaches you just spoke to there now, Brad Brady.
Yeah.
Right, the work ethic he puts in.
Yeah.
And he's 66, 67 now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's been with me from the start.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he has our girls. Like, not only him. The club. Sorry. The club has a work ethic itself with the coaches. They all do a bit. And even a bit is good enough because it's free. The time, none of us get paid. None of us get paid. The money, we put everything back into there. I mean, like we spend more time in there than you would on a job.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And we don't call it a job. It's a love. It's a vocation. It's enjoying. And you don't enjoy it, get out of it, because it's not. It's too much time consuming. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm stepping back 4 years ago. I'm putting more bloody time in now than I ever did. Like taking MMA guys because I know I can do better for them. Taking kickboxing guys, right? I have professional guys. I've loads of people want to come professional with me, and I said, I told some of them I wouldn't have the time. Because I know if they came in, I'd have to give them something back. Right. I have enough boys now at the moment. I only have a few, and especially trying to run the club as a whole. You know what I mean? It's a full-time job.
Yeah,
you know
it's a big club.
Right, and it's but it's still a love, and I don't call it a job. Because if I call it a job, I'd jack up because it's too hard.
And I look, we're talking about putting time into people, and I suppose time you put in here is Conor McGregor. A little young fella like that, and now he's giving back. When I see all the young fellas decked out and all the gear and the mats and the rings and everything.
Well, Conor gave us a few bob to buy tracksuits. I'm even wearing a tracksuit here now. You know what I mean? And it's like we try. He's giving it to us, giving us a few bob back. He's getting a mezzanine ceiling built for us for an extra floor, right? And we'll have more room because the club is getting big, right? And it is big already, but it's probably the biggest club in Ireland, if not the biggest, right? No. And we produce champions every single year, even if it was one. We're lucky enough to produce champions of Ireland at any level. The senior level, the junior level, the novice level, we produce champion every single year, except for the COVID years, because there was no boxing. You know what I mean? And we're proud of that. You know what I mean? We're still instilling that we have to get a champion. You know, if it's a boy one, a girl one, it's senior and elite, we have to get a champion. I think we got 4 this year, or 3 or 4 this year. And it's not, the year's not over yet. We still have kids in championships. You know what I mean? So we're doing well. And as I said, the girls, and Brad Brady, as I said, one of our famous coaches, he's putting more time in. He's the excellence of the club too. Of the old time boxing, like your hands up, your elbows in, your chin down, right? And he instills that in them, and that's the basic of any boxing coach. Your hands are up, your chin is down, your feet are proper, right? And you learn from that. And then when you get better, then you can drop your hands a bit, and you can be cocky, and you can throw. And I don't mind that. And I love the cockiness of some of the kids. Right? And every kid is different. You know what I mean? Every child is different, right? And like when they grow up as an adult, you know, then we call some of them little shites, and they have the talent of born, and they don't put the time in. You see the kids with all the talent in the world, but they won't stay focused in for training enough, right? And then you have the kid that hasn't got an ounce of talent, training so hard, trying to be like the boys that with all the talent, right? And like we're good at manufacturing. We're good at manufacturing a boxer that had no skill, right? But the basic of hard work and grit, and we get a champion out of him. You know what I mean? Because eventually, sometimes it just clicks in. It's like the Lego. You can't get the thing in, and then all of a sudden, and the next one goes, and it works, and you build on that. I mean,
Now it's, come here, my young fellas love coming over here. You just have a great club there, and it's great to see it going from strength to strength, and it's the big sign on the outside speaks volumes. Crumlin Boxing School of Excellence, you know. I'd say he's very proud of that and proud of the champions, and it's great talking to you and great seeing your work, you know what I mean? I'd be just floating around in there, but it's great seeing you, you know.
Well, John, thank you for the chance to get on your podcast. It's a pleasure. I'd like to give a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I'd still also like to thank the Sergeys of the world, who's an exceptional coach.
Yeah.
Right, and I only got to know him through Connor.
Yes.
And we have John Kavanagh in his groundwork.
Yeah.
And we have the lad over in Ballymun, what's his name? Roddy, exceptional coach. Roddy's an exceptional coach, great on the kick pad and the pads.
Yeah.
Like he was a fighter himself, and I heard he was a warrior.
Yeah, very good.
You know what I mean? A warrior, right? And I know Jimmy Upton is helping the boys as well. Jimmy was one of my kids as well. Yeah. And I got him a little bit too late, but he was a Leinster senior champion and beat an Ulster senior champion. And like, he's only getting into the game and you're getting old, and if you would see, you can get kids a little bit too late, you can get men a little bit too late. Yeah. You mean, and you can't. You see, when a man comes into the club and a child comes into the club, okay, a man will try and learn quicker, but he doesn't have the natural ability of the 11, the 10, 11, the 12, the 13, the 14 that's gone into him already.
Yes,
that comes natural, and taking a punch isn't so natural. When they come in at a younger age and you let them take a punch and it grows on them, not to hurt them, of course, but to get the feel factor of the power of another person giving them a wallop in the face.
Yeah.
And any child, any man gets into the ring, that's a bonus.
Yes.
Because they're taking wallops in the ring, and you've seen it there this morning.
Yeah.
Two top class guys having a go at each other. Young Cian Doyle is fighting in Belfast in a couple of weeks' time. We have another guy. I'm going to Birmingham now with William Hayden. We had him. William is, I think, his 16 national titles.
Savage.
You know what I mean?
Savage.
And like, he's a future world champion.
I've watched him sparring so many times. He's so tough.
We have so many good guys that come through the club, right? And we have so many kids that are exceptional. Now, they mightn't be champions, but they're exceptional kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good kids, and we're giving them that work ethic.
Yes.
We're giving them that work that you get nothing for nothing. You have to put your feet to the ground, and you have to be disciplined to get up for work. Don't rely on your mommy and daddy all the time, you know, pack your own gear bag and all this type of thing. We put that into them. It's like an education for them growing up. Yeah. And that's what most boxing clubs try to do. Yeah. Give them that education to face the big world. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's it. 100%.
And dude, I don't believe in doing it the hard way. You have to be firm, fair and friendly with different children and different adults. Yeah. Some of them, and then you get the respect from. It's the way you treat people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, you can be fair with one, friendly with another, and very, very rough with another. And then you get the best, you know, the firm, fair and friendly, and then they grow up into it, and then the respect starts to come. Yeah. Right. And they start to see what the club is doing for them, what the coaches are doing for them. And it's great to have kids that I trained, doing my coach, coming into coming into that environment, the firm, fair and friendly environment of a club. Yeah. That's not going to be too rough for them. You can see there where Aaron Dempsey, who's going to take over my job when I leave, right? You see where Graham Hogan, one of my boys, twice Irish champion, right? Adam Dunn, the big lad there, has his child. They all box for me. Yeah. And they want to give it back, and they're giving it back because their children are in the club. Yeah. And they see what good it did them. And they're bringing their own kids to the club. You have Brian Geraghty, his own kid. Yeah. Killian Geraghty's exceptional. Had 3 wins in Germany there last week with the Army. Right? You have Greg Kavanagh, who's exceptional talent. He's bosom of talent. He has a few issues himself at the moment, but he's a great kid. Yeah. Right? Played with some of the boys, right? Yeah. Some of the top class boys. Beating Olympian out in the World Championship. Yeah. He's got bundles of talent and can go far. We have so much talent in that club under that roof. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. No. And I'm proud of the club, and I better get out there, or my girl is tell me this. She'll sack me.
Phil, sorry, thank you so much for talking with me. And there's so many people walking by the van. Thank you very much for talking with me. I'm going to tag you in this. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you live in the Crumlin area and you fancy getting your kid a bit of boxing and a bit of an education and work ethic, this is the place to come.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries, man. No worries at all. Turn that off.